Have I ever told you how special you are, how unique you are, how there is no one who has ever been like you before, and how there will be no one ever like you ever again? No? Well, I'm going to tell that to you now. And I'm not just saying stuff to you to make you feel better about yourself. I'm going to prove it to you right now. So let's look at genetic recombination by sexual reproduction. And the purpose of genetic recombination in sexual reproduction is to increase variation in the offspring. And we increase variation so much that there will never be anybody like you ever again. All right, so let's look at the ways in which we can increase variation in sexual reproduction. And the first is called crossing over. And crossing over is the exchange of genetic material between two non-sister chromatids. And this may or may not occur during prophase 1. So it doesn't always occur, but it can occur. All right? So what we see here is during synapsis, these chromosomes are crossed over here and here. And what they can do is they can actually switch parts of their chromosomes with each other. And so that's what we see here, right? And so here they get separated from each other out, and here even further. All right? So what you have here at the end is, let's say the blue chromosome was from dad, the red one was from mom. And so what you have here is a chromosome that you're giving off to your offspring that has nothing but dad's genes in it. Here's a chromosome with nothing but mom's genes in it. But here are chromosomes, right, that are a mixture of both mom's and dad's genes. So now each gamete that you make is going to be different from each other. All right? So this is nothing but dad's. This one's nothing but mom's. But these two are a mixture of the two, but different mixtures of each other. All right? So that's one way to increase variation. Another is through independent alignment of the bivalents or tetrads at metaphase 1. So what I mean by this? So if we look at here, there's two ways that these chromosomes can line up. So if we look at this one, both of dad's chromosomes are on the left, both of mom's are on the right. But if we look over here, now mom's little chromosome is on the left side and dad's on the right side. All right? So what happens on this side is you get two gametes with nothing but dad's chromosomes in it, two gametes with nothing but mom's chromosomes in it. But over here, you get a mixture of dad's large chromosome with mom's small one, and mom's large chromosome with dad's small chromosome. So now, this gamete is very different from that gamete, which can be different from that gamete, which is different from that gamete, right? So we make 4 different kinds, but that's just looking at, a situation where we only have 4 chromosomes. We have 46. So we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. So if we look at this, and we look at this situation here and here, there are 2 possibilities, right? So there's 2 possibilities that can arise there, right? But we have to look at how many chromosome pairs that we have. And we have 23 chromosome pairs. So 2 possibilities for each chromosome pair, right? So to get all the possible combinations that can occur, we have to take 2 to the 23rd power. All right? Now 2 to the 23rd power gives us 8,366,608 possible different combinations of chromosomes that can occur in the gametes, right? So what I'm saying there is that the gamete that you got from your dad that made you was 1 in 8,366,608 of the possible combinations or possible gametes that he could have made. And the gamete that you got from your mom was 1 in 8,366,608 of the possible gametes that she could have made. All right? But we're not done, right? Because what you have to do is you have to bring those gametes together at fertilization. So to determine all the possible combinations that can occur in a zygote, you have to take this to the 23rd to the 2nd power. And that number is over 70 trillion possible combinations of the chromosomes in a zygote, right? So when I said to you earlier, there's no one has ever existed like you before, and there never will be anyone who existed like you again, is because what we would have to do is we would have to take the chromosomes of your parents and get them together again And the possibility of getting your exact combination of those is 1 in over 70 trillion possible combinations. It's very, very highly unlikely. And oh yeah, by the way, these are numbers without crossing over, because we can't even do crossing over because we don't know if it occurred or if it did not occur. So as I said earlier, you're one of a kind, completely unique. No one has ever existed like you before. 100% unique. Well, you know, like everybody else.